Welcome to episode 14 of Cowboy Bebop. Last time we wrapped up the first two-parter with Gren and Vicious and that whole storyline. The crew is back together now. I really want to see some focus on Faye after what she went through and how she's feeling after that, so we'll see where we go this time. Let's jump into it. We'll talk about it at the end, but for now we're going to watch, so let's go ahead in 3, 2, 1, play. I should turn the sound on. That would help. I'm a professional. This episode is called Bohemian Rhapsody, so no idea. Edward was pretty left out of the last story, so since she joined, I've been wanting to get a little bit of a adventure with her. Learn more about her at some point too, but just she's so weird that I want to see her going off and doing something, or all of them together. But Ganymede Elegy, she was just like out there with Faye. She was fishing. Jupiter Jazz, she was by herself on the ship. Toys in the Attic, she was more involved. But we just stayed on the ship. And as for Spike, I guess the search for Julia continues whenever he may get new leads. And here we go. Spike wearing some great glasses. Oh! I believe we've seen those before, but I think it's been a while. Punching dudes out on the street, knocking dudes out on the train. Efficient. Now Jet's gonna rough some guys up. With a net launcher? Alright. What? Alright, we got some chess. And Edward is here. Ein is here as well. They do exist. We had a success. Seemed like it went well. Or not. Nope. No, they're bad. Not who we were really looking forward. Whoa. All right. Just imagine this show without the music that it has. What would it... I can't even imagine that. Hey, my favorite show. Hot news, let's get into it. $20? What is... Yeah, like... Okay, so... They weren't the one... So that's what they were doing, going after a bunch of the criminals, but it wasn't the main guy, the one who's really behind it, that they need to catch. I don't know, whoever this is behind them, maybe maybe had something about him that made them all want to work for him. That's a theory as well, I guess. And then your fan breaks. Yeah, they were all... I guess they were all just separate, doing their own thing. Caught their own guys. Yeah. It's a good thing. So I guess this is the guy. The chess master. Some 700-year-old dude. Alright, let's investigate, get some information. Share the research that they've done. Alright. Respect for the efficiency of the crime, I guess. Although plenty were caught doing it. And yeah, they're not similar people. It's just this one guy who brought them together. That I don't know. I want to know who this guy is. They might not have even met this guy. They just get orders. Is this like a pyramid scheme? Or just some scam? Alright, so that's a lead. Former employee of some kind. Are you fixing the fan, or what are you doing? Getting shocked. If we're talking about hacking, let's get Ed in on this. Are you dead? Aw, listen to Ein whining. She's alive! Anyway, yeah. Moving on. Chess pieces. Take them apart. What if there's something in the chess pieces? Alright, let's play online chess. Okay, so, yeah, memory. They can watch the match that played out? And what information is that going to reveal? Oh, or nothing, maybe. There's nothing at all. Yeah, what if all the gates that they're doing this to somehow are like pieces on a chess board? Maybe by following like the chess game, they can figure out where the next gate that they'll attack will be. That sounds silly. That's probably not right. Alright, let's see. Let's see a chess match between Oldman and Ed. He seemed to know when he brought up a chess-loving programmer. He's like, what? Seems like he might have had an idea. Jonathan. You need to go to sleep or something? Put it out at the tree. Yeah, I would say they probably do. They must have some kind of idea that the person does exist. They're trying to keep it hush-hush. Not ask questions. They don't want to say anything about this. So this guy was active a long time ago. Hex? Chessmaster Hex. What a name. It's all a game to this guy for some reason. Jonathan is watching Jet. Well, here we go. I like the hair. Grow out the eyebrows a little longer and you can combine those into the hair as well. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something. I guess she's having fun. This is an intense game. You can't be interrupting it. You'll lose all the momentum. This guy seems to be having fun. Edward is a skilled player. Oh shit, really? She won! Oh. Did she just have the opportunity to win and then didn't so that they could keep playing longer? And just have more fun? Is that what happened? He's got a parrot. Damn. That's him? A chess master. Smart programmer. So he was very important in their creation. Now he's messing with them. Okay, he created them, but he wasn't in favor of their use in the way that they were. Yeah, why now? Goddamn. Jeez. You know him? Yeah, you know. She knows that's the name of the guy she's playing against. Well, keep playing, I guess. We can somehow... Can we trace the IP address? How does this work? This guy. He's just playing in some... We've just seen like a dark little room. Hey, scrapped remains of the obsolete gates. He's kind of that too. It's just a place you can do what you want. Hide out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's doing this. You know, he's got to be nearing the end of his life. So I don't know what his grand plan is here. But let's see. I want to meet the guy. Hear what he has to say. He hasn't spoken yet. Said it a million times, but I just love the art and all the details. I also really like the way their spacesuits look. All the pieces are moving into play, but why? And this guy's here. Alright, he's not messing around. You're interrupting the game. That way. This little kid and this old-ass guy, they have found kindred spirits. They're having so much fun together. Tomatoes. Animals. This music. The hell's happening? Just some drunk dudes sleeping. What is going on with this place? Bunch of birds. What? This is weird. The weed garden? I don't know. What is going on with all these people? It's just a weird-ass place. It might actually be weed. Oh, I was kidding. But that might be what they're going for here. Yeah, peace and love, man. You want some? Like, what the hell? Okay. Just some hippie place. What the hell is going on with this guy? He just wanted, like, one final game. He's getting really old. He wanted a really good chess game. But how exactly does this all line up and work out? He's just focused on the match now. Yeah, he's like really in the zone with chess. He's still got it when it comes to chess, but it seems like outside of that, he's kind of senile. So then what's going on? Goddamn. He's lost his cool. Holy shit, majorly. Yeah, he doesn't seem to know what's happening. Did he do this on accident? Is this something that he, like, set up when he was younger? And is taking effect now? Or was it not him? Okay, yeah, he started this 50 years ago and just said it so that it would happen later. He doesn't even know what's going on. That's interesting. No, I don't think they will. Let him play chess. You can go arrest this 98-year-old. Yeah, Ed can keep playing. They're just going to keep playing as long as they can. It's apparently really fun for them. Still the same game. A week-long chess match. The rest of the series, Ed's just going to be in the background the entire time. Oh, he's mellowed out now. He's just going to stay here now. He lost his savings, so he's just going to stay here and get high. I guess that's fine. But yeah, Ed'll just be in the background for the rest of the series playing chess. After a week, Hex just had a little too much experience compared to her. Did he just die? He had one great final game, and now he can pass on. Her chess partner! Well, there he goes. Well, there we have it. See what we got at the end. Was I right? Was I right? I said that episode 15 would be a Faye episode, and from the preview it looks like it is. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that episode. Alright, episode 14. The chess episode. This one's got a pretty interesting setup, with Spike, Jet, and Faye out there catching all these criminals. That was a really cool opening. Spike just walking up to a dude, punching him in the face. Jet finding a bunch of dudes, and he's got a net launcher. Faye walking up behind a guy and hitting him with her whatever it was. That was fun. But of course, them coming back, yelling all at the same time about how they didn't get it. They caught all these criminals, but they weren't the big-time, hotshot, main criminal mastermind that they had to get. There's something going on where the astral gates are being hacked into in a pretty efficient way by all these different people, and people's money are being stolen when they pass through the gates. And all these guys are caught doing that, but none of them are the mastermind. None of them have any kind of connection whatsoever to each other. None of them are similar in any way. They were just all caught doing this, and there's one guy seemingly at the top of it all. And there's quite a bit of intrigue. You've got, like, this manual that was sent out to them, like, oh, for a deposit of 300,000 woolongs or whatever, you too can be a great big-time criminal, and that's hilarious, like this scam or whatever it was to get them all to do this. They've got these chess pieces. We keep seeing glimpses of this very old man playing chess, and we're wondering what exactly all the chess pieces mean. When you've got chess involved, it just inspires ideas like, oh, this whole thing is one big chess game. All the pieces are being moved into place, but to what ends? What is he trying to do? Even when they go after him, they say, like, this could all be a trap. It could all just be part of the game. What is he trying to do here? They're trying to keep it quiet. They don't want people to find out about this guy. They don't want people to ask questions. And so there's a lot of intrigue. Is the payoff satisfactory to that? Not quite. But I like the way that it does play out, because it plays out in a different way than you might think, and I do like the direction that it went in. There's not some grand, incredible man behind the scenes pulling all the strings with this great scheme. It's a senile old man who has no idea what's happening. It's pretty great, because throughout the episode you think he's got his faculties about him because he's playing chess really well against Edward the entire time. You're like, okay, he's still got it. He's still got all his mental fortitude. He's doing so well in chess. But really, by the end, we see that all he has left is chess. Outside of that, he has no idea what's happening. And the whole deal is that he set this in motion 50 years ago. Because he was instrumental in creating the control system for the Astral Gates. He did create it, basically. But he wasn't satisfied with the final product because of defects like the one that ended up happening here. And he knew that they needed more work, but they were like, no, we're going to release this shit anyway. Without you, you get out of here. Which 100% absolutely would happen. I totally believe that. That is completely realistic. And he decided to set out and get revenge. He just went to go live in a junk heap for 50 years, and he set this plan in motion to take place 50 years later. Set up the chess pieces so they would know that it was him, since that's when this big update would be happening, where he would be able to let this happen, apparently. But in that time, he became a senile old man. He was 98, so he didn't remember that at all. So I actually really like that. Would it have been cool to have some grand, crazy, like even more intricate storyline about some guy pulling the strings behind some grand scheme? Sure, but I like the direction that went in. That's interesting. That this guy, by the time they got there, had no idea who anyone was or what anything was and what was happening. He didn't remember any of this at all. And they said, hey, you know what? Just let him go. You don't have to give us the bounty, let him go. Because he's 98. He's 98. Are you going to arrest him? He doesn't know what's happening. He's got a really good opponent in chess with Edward. Just let him go. Not that it actually mattered anyway, because he died pretty shortly after. But he went out playing possibly the best chess game of his life, definitely one of them, which he won. Had a lot of experience. You had the very old man and the child, but his experience won out in the end. It's going to take a little while for Edward to get quite up to that level, but she was damn good playing a week-long match against this guy, and he was able to die peacefully after all that. And I'm glad that Edward had some good stuff in this episode. I was really impressed by her voice actress. I looked it up, and I wanted to see if it was an actual child, and she wasn't a child, but it seems like when this came out, she was like in her late teens, so she was still young. But I really liked some of her yells in this episode when she was electrocuted or playing chess, and she had some fun stuff to do. Since Edward joined, I've been waiting for her to contribute more. She's usually just doing weird, goofy stuff in the background, or not really in it that much. And here, she still doesn't get to go like on any kind of crazy adventure, but the fact that she has this chess match against this guy, she's having so much fun. That was enjoyable to watch. I really liked Edward's role in this. I do definitely want to see more from her later, but that was cool. I like that. So overall, it was a very simple story that ended up playing out, but it was enjoyable. I loved the junk heap that they went to. The art, the detail, of course, was stellar as always. The music was great as well. But just seeing this place and the characters being confused and me being confused, like, what is all this? You've got these tomatoes growing, all these people everywhere, these animals everywhere. And then I'm like, is this weed? Are these just hippies smoking weed? And it seems to be the case. Yes, that's what was happening, which was hilarious. And then the one thing about this episode that is like, whatever, it was this guy Jonathan. He's some bounty hunter, and he was a victim of this hacking. He lost his money, and at the end he got real pissed off, and then he was like, fuck it, I'll just stay here and get high. And then that was that. That was weird. I forgot about him entirely. That's why I didn't mention anything about him till now, because I just completely forgot, and then I randomly remembered. Very unmemorable character, just kind of in there. Could have been cut out entirely. Wouldn't have made too much of a difference. It's just some guy. Nothing about him really that's memorable or interesting. He was just sort of there. It's a funny ending for him, but yeah, there's not really much to him. After I finish this show and a little down the line, if you show me pictures of random Cowboy Bebop characters and you show me that guy, I'm gonna be like, who was that? So he was just kind of there. But the episode was pretty fun. I had theorized that episode 15 would be a Faye-centric episode with some backstory, since episode 5 and 10 were that for Spike and Jet, and judging by the preview, that is what we're getting, so I'm pretty excited. But let me know what you thought of episode 14. We can talk about it more in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. New episodes of Cowboy Bebop every Friday. Also, come check out the Discord if you want to talk some more about the show or other stuff. And check out the Patreon if you want to support the channel and get early videos. Those links are in the description below. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.